Welcome back to the Connect Network TV. We have the amazing Jessica Cherry with us, and she's sitting down with a true powerhouse, the one and only Carrie Kass. Carrie is all about empowering women to discover their true purpose, live with intention, and take bold action. She's an advocate for women finding their voice. Jess, what do you have for us today?
That's right. Thanks, Sandy. Carrie Kass is a director for Charm Center for Healing and Regenerative Medicine, community director for Ladies Lifestyle Network, Austin, and brand new contributing author for her inspiring new book release, Pieces to Purpose. You are such an amazing go-getter, Carrie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I'm glad to be here.
Wonderful. I'm so excited that you're here. So tell me, as a director of Charm, what inspired you to step into this leadership role, and how does your work there reflect your passion for healing and regenerative medicine?
I've always been on the business side of healthcare. When I moved to Texas, I was working for a larger group on what I call the sick care side of medicine. And to be honest, I was quite miserable. And by happenstance, my husband met Dr. David Harris. He was a patient of his, and everything just kind of happened organically. Dr. Harris and his wife were looking to open Charm. And I sent them my resume and had a conversation with them and kind of became a founding member of opening Charm alongside them. So we opened back in 2011, and honestly, my role there just organically grew throughout the last 13 years. We started with just a handful of employees, and now we have 8 practitioners and multiple staff members to support. And we are primed for some serious growth here in 2025.
So for those unfamiliar with regenerative medicine, can you explain what it is and how Charm's approach stands out in this evolving field?
Absolutely. So regenerative medicine, what we're dealing with is the musculoskeletal part of your body. So joints, tendons, ligaments, your spine. We always say, like, from your toes to your nose and everything in between. If we can touch it and it hurts, we can probably work with it and try to fix it. So regenerative medicine is taking more of your body's holistic approach to heal itself. So we're using your body's own platelets, your body's own stem cells from bone marrow. And what we're doing is we're extracting that from you in the appointment, processing it through our lab, and then re-injecting it back into that injured site. So joints, tendons, ligaments, those areas of the musculoskeletal system generally don't have a lot of natural blood flow to it. So by injecting those spaces, I'm just going to use like your rotator cuff, for instance. When we inject that, it triggers your body. It signals that, okay, there's something going on here that is not natural. And your red blood cells start flocking to that area, signaling the healing process. And then over time, what it does is it regenerates or kickstarts that process to fix that tissue and to regrow it.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
amazing.
It is very exciting. I think our approach at Charm is we are not in the world of pain management. We are in the world of fixing pain. We don't want to put a Band-Aid over what's going on. We want to dig to the root of and find the actual problem and fix it. Dr. David Harris has been incorporating regenerative medicine into his own practice for at least, I don't want to be mean and date him, but probably around 30 years at this point. And so he's definitely like one of the forefront, not founders, but innovators of regenerative medicine in the States. And he's just been teaching all over the country. He's taught in multiple spots throughout the world, teaching other doctors his approach to regenerative medicine. And we've just grown it exponentially over the years here at Charm.
Wow, that sounds really empowering. Let's switch it up a bit. I'm going to talk about you and women's empowerment. You are actively involved in Ladies Lifestyle Network Austin and championing women's empowerment. How has this passion shaped your career and influenced the lives of the women that you work with?
I got involved with Ladies Lifestyle Network a couple of years ago. Austin was the first launch chapter outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, where it started. And for me, I've always been involved in a lot of networking groups and business professional groups, but I've also been very passionate about helping women in general and being a connector of people. So Ladies Lifestyle Network was an opportunity for me to A, start my own business, but B, use that as a platform to, to shout out other women in Austin and what they're doing and give them opportunities to speak and give small businesses, particularly women-owned businesses, an opportunity to shine, whether it's on our social media platform or on our website through a blog, being a vendor at one of our events. So that's just very important to me, the women in the community of Austin and women that are trying to build their own business and build their own platform and give them a place to come together.
You are a true inspiration, Carrie. I want to talk about pieces to purpose, which is another thing that you are amazing at. Congratulations on the release of your new book.
Thank you.
What
Thank
was
you.
of course, what was the inspiration behind writing it, and what message do you hope readers will take away from your journey?
Well, I have to give credit where credit is due. And Teresa Poor, who is the founder of Unbreakable Business, the Unbreakable Women's Conference, she got together with Michelle Savage at Sulit Press, which is a local female-owned publishing company here in Austin. And they came up with the idea for this book. And Teresa approached me and asked me if I would like to contribute. And I immediately said yes. And then the next day, I immediately freaked out. It was coming from a very vulnerable space and talking about things that, quite honestly, I haven't opened up for quite some time. So it was quite an experience for me and a journey to dig into things in my past and put them on paper. Honestly, writing it down, and that minute that I hit submit for my rough draft, I was like, oh man, this is going out there now. Like, people are actually going to read this. And I had a couple of moments of self-doubt, but then, I was like, I just have so much to share. And I think at this point in my life, I perhaps appear to people like, oh, she's got it all together. And, she's got a career and she's got this and that. But it doesn't come without a lot of pain and a lot of background and a lot of things that I've gone through. And so I just want to be very transparent and vulnerable with everybody in my life and share that. It was particularly vulnerable for me to share with my staff here at Charm and say, like, hey guys, like, this is out there. I wrote this, I'm certainly not, making you buy the book, but it's there if you want to read it. And I just want you to know that, what I'm putting on paper is true. And I've been through a lot of things. And so I get it. When people come to me and they say, I'm going through this or I'm experiencing this, chances are that I've been through something similar. And that's not just with my staff, but with my friends and my family. And so it's been such an eye-opening and rewarding experience. I mean, all the phone calls that I received and text messages and, college friends that didn't know certain things and just having these tearful, open conversations. And it's just been so heart-filling for me.
I love it. You are truly unbreakable. Let's talk about that. Being a main stage speaker at the upcoming Unbreakable Conference in January is a huge accomplishment. What key themes will you be addressing, and how do you hope to empower the audience?
Well, the theme of this year's Unbreakable Conferences is finding your purpose. So you will, along with me, a lot of the other authors in the book will be either speaking or on panels. And we will all be there, kind of promoting our book and there to sign the books and share and talk to everyone. So I will be sharing a little bit of what I talked about in the book. I'm certainly not going to regurgitate the whole chapter, but just kind of highlight and just share my journey of overcoming and what that looked like in my life, particularly, and how it's brought me to where I am and how I'm putting all that on paper and all of that culminating to jumpstart even further.
I want to read your chapter. So with all of your successes and your ongoing projects, what is next for Carrie Kass? Are there any new goals, collaborations, or ventures you're excited to share with us?
Yes. In Charm Life, like I said, we are definitely primed for some major growth in 2025. I would say be on the lookout for 1 or 2 new charms somewhere in Texas. Ladies Lifestyle Network, we are going strong into 2025. We have events set up for every month. So if you're following our Instagram or Facebook pages, those will get posted. And I just invite you to come out and be a part of this community. One of the things I really love about Ladies Lifestyle Network is it's not a membership-based group. So you're not committed to pay $200, $500, whatever dollars a month. You come to the things that speak to you, and obviously people can't come every month. There's so many different things going on in Austin. But we really try to bring real stories and real purpose to the speakers that we're bringing to our stage. And then, I just hope to continue to be able to be given opportunities to speak, and whether it's on podcasts or on main stages. And I would love to write again. I don't know if it will be this year, but definitely that's on the list.
Amazing. You are so busy, but also so inspirational at the same time. Well, there you have it, friends. Carrie Kass, how can the viewers find you?
You can follow me on Instagram. My personal Instagram is at the Carrie Kass, Ladies Lifestyle Network ATX, and at Charm Austin. For websites, charmaustin.com and ladieslifestylenetwork.com.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for being here, and keep up with me at Life of a Cherry Wife. I'll see you right back here soon. Back to you, Wendy.
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. And we hope you feel as inspired and empowered as we do. Connect, fam. Stay tuned. Up next, anyone ready to Netflix and chill? What to watch this weekend? After the break.